Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a collective reading for Divine Feminine, so let's hop into it. Hope you're doing amazing today. Okay, Spirit's right to the point. That wasn't too bad either, eh? As soon as I said that, more popped right out. So we got a few so far. All right. Oh, we had one more that just flipped there in the midst. We'll take that and we will start with these and see what came out. So off the hop, King of Cups energy. Could have been dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone who was very emotionally available when it came to love. You could have had a connection with this person. Ace of Cups there. Ooh, Devil was in reverse there. It was kind of like that. So definitely in reverse. So this person was bound to some sort of toxic ways. Ultimately, I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles here and the Ace of Swords, this person had this idea in their head of how they expected their partner to be. So you could have found that no matter what you did, you were always changing to keep up with what this person's standards were for a relationship. They could have expected you to stay at home, cook, clean, to dress a certain way, to look a certain way, or to even behave a certain way. And if you didn't, it wasn't up to their standards. They could have been someone who made you stuck in your head a lot, questioning if you were good enough. If it was you that needed to change when they would ask you to constantly change these things about yourself. For a lot of you, you didn't realize, but this person was caught up in toxic ways. They didn't even realize themselves either the extent sometimes of how much they would push you past certain things that they weren't supposed to do as a partner. With the Ace of Cups here, this is how you know it signifies a love relationship, long-lasting commitments. For some of you, this could have been a marriage, a soulmate connection. There were reasons you had for why you stayed so long. You had a lot of love for this person. This person could have been very emotionally available when you started dating, which made you believe that the relationship was meant to last. And as the relationship progressed, you could have started to notice more and more toxic traits that came out about this particular person. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn as well. With the Ace of Swords here, this person could have often put you down, made you feel less than, made you feel tired, mentally drained, questioning always if you were on the right path, if you were doing the right thing when it came to the relationship and to making this person happy. But notice that gleam of light through the maze of thoughts that are running through this feminine's head. It's like there was always a glimmer of hope. Spirit was always guiding you out of this maze, this self-imprisonment that this other person tried to place on you. Ultimately, this relationship was more toxic than it was loving. Let's see if we can get any more messages here from Spirit. It's just like with the Eight of Pentacles, maybe this person expected you to behave a certain way, or like in front of their friends or family, expected you to speak a certain way. With the Six of Wands, it's like you always felt like you didn't present yourself in the way they wanted you to. You always felt like it was something you were doing. They could have been holding you back. For some of you, it went as far as they stopped inviting you to these public places. They told you were an embarrassment for some of you. They didn't like the way you dressed or how you spoke or how you weren't afraid to be you in a crowd of people. It's almost like this person wanted to suppress you from being you. And it could have been an illusion for quite some time. Page of Wands in reverse. This person was really immature. They could have came in with little offers constantly. Leaving too, third parties. always disloyal behind your back. Sometimes you didn't know where this person went or why you couldn't figure out why you had this intuition, this feeling. This person could have been throwing it in your face too, that they were having third parties or that they were disloyal. Like I said, this person was bound to toxicity without even realizing. They wanted to cause a heartbreak for you. But ultimately what this did, this caused the cycle to stop, and it caused a transformation in your life. And where this person thought that they had you stuck, you transformed. You turned this pain and this heartbreak into your story. You turned it into some sort of energy in order for you to keep moving forward. So for some of you, you could have started a new career, a new business. For others of you, you just started a new health regime or just started taking care of yourself better, putting that time that you invested into that other person into you instead of into the relationship. For a lot of you, you had to overcome these changes to transform and show you how much strength you really had this entire time. That you always had the ability to say no to this person or to end the confusion, to walk away from this person for some. For some of you, it was very difficult. You felt like if you did, you didn't know what the world was going to be like. It's almost like, too, this person, once you started dating them, their world was your world. You didn't really know what it was like again to be back on that outside world, and that could have frightened you as well. But once you took that mask off and you saw that it's the same world, it's just how you look at it. It's really allowed you to free yourself from the control that this person once tried to exert over you and this relationship. Five of Pentacles. This person wanted you at a standstill. They didn't want you to be able to grow as well. They didn't want you making enough pentacles to free your mind, to get away from this situation. And for some of you, it would have meant leaving them, divorcing them, separating from them, walking away from them, and turning your back on them. This person couldn't stand the thought of that. But ultimately, they'd rather see you suffering over these thoughts than you moving forward. And this is what this person tried to do for so long. Notice how all the cards are in reverse, except for the Five of Pentacles. And the only couple cards that are in the upright, we've got the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups. So signifying an emotional love connection. For a lot of you, it was with a water sign. The only other two cards here in the upright and the other, the first row here, we've got Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So the only things that this person knew in the relationship is they wanted you to look and behave and be a certain way. And if you didn't, they were going to keep you trapped in your head. And either way, they didn't want you to be able to feel like you could move on from them or this relationship. For a lot of you, you chose to go it in the cold anyway. If this is your story, you were being divinely guided by spirit. You had your spirit team with you the entire time. And it's like they were guiding you to safety. The waters may have looked rough, right? Notice the boat is looking like it's decaying and she's just on her way in some rotten wood, hoping to make it through this storm. But Spirit's like, they got you. They're making sure you make it through this storm no matter what. And that was the whole point, was to guide you out of an even worse storm in order for you to make it to shore. Any more messages, Spirit? What's going to be the resolution? This person put you in a lot of third parties, a lot of mental entrapments. They could have lied to you about these third parties as well every time you approached them about them. They could have even thrown it in your face or just been downright rude about it. This person is receiving their karma for doing so. With the 5 of Swords in reverse, this person's feeling exactly what they tried to put you in, a mental entrapment. Wondering now why they tried to do that to you. For some of you, they haven't learned their lesson. They're going to continue to try and do so. But for others of you, it was a real wake-up call to them that they had no right to exert this power over your life. For others of you, if you know this person is still this way, this is guidance from spirit in order for you to stay away from these situations, for you to know that any road or, tough situation you may have to endure to get away from this energy is ultimately going to help you in the long run. To trust where spirit is trying to guide you because it's away from this energy. Away from this feeling of feeling stuck, heartbroken, and for some of you, just betrayed. It's like, know that better days are coming because you also never changed. You could have changed a bit for how this person needed you to be. Maybe you got in better shape or you changed your hair, but you never changed who you were. Despite any harsh conditions or any lessons you had to learn of strength and independence and perseverance, you never changed who you were. And this is why where someone tried to prevent you in love from being independent and free and feeling a sense of freedom from this relationship, that cycle has been broken. You transformed out of that mindset once you realized that this person was trying to play puppet master for everyone involved, including you, especially in the relationship, and even friends and family that were involved outside of you and your person in this relationship. And all spirit needs you to do is keep going, because the further away you move from the situation and regain your sense of freedom or peace and control over your own life, the more the mask will fall. So let's see if there's any final messages. Spirit, wow, the bottom of the deck, we got the World. You're about to receive an amazing blessing. 9 of Cups below that. They're telling you at this time, don't be afraid to go it alone, even if it seems like it might be tumultuous, a difficult struggle in order to get free of this situation or this person, this energy. In the long run, it's going to bring you to your own wish fulfillment. Your spirit guides will definitely be working with you at this time, sending you the signs you need. Be observant to any numbers, any feathers, and notice as well, there's like shapes on here. So for some reason, I feel like some sort of shapes or symbols that might be significant for you as well. With the 9 of Cups, you're definitely coming into your own personal wish fulfillment. A dream of yours you've had for a long time, or something on that bucket list of yours you thought that was never possible is going to be made possible due to this situation, the balancing out of karma, and you being forced to feel like you had to choose to go it alone when really you wanted to choose love, but there was no love left there. It was just control. For some of you, this person is incapable of loving, and for others, they just got lost. And in order for them to heal from this situation as well and regain a sense of understanding that what they did wasn't the right thing to do, it's almost like you have to separate yourself from this person to give them that awakening. This is a very specific message reading for some. If that resonated for you, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And if not, don't make it your story, loves. Until next time, just know that you've got some blessings coming in and the world is yours right now. They want you to make it what you want it to be. It's the time to shift into focus as to how you want to change your life. How can you make it better for you in a small way on a daily basis and in a more larger way in, say, a few years from now. Until next time, I really hope you take care, and I hope you enjoyed this message.